Good morning. Welcome to Tribune News on your go-to morning news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. Rodante Marcoleta was arrested after the Sandigan Bayan denied his bid to suspend an arrest warrant in connection with his plunder case. Francis Escudero was elected to preside over the impeachment trial of Sara Duterte and said her conviction would require the votes of at least 16 senators. Frederick A. Vida inaugurated a new multi-purpose facility to support Department of Justice personnel and partner agencies across the Cordillera Administrative Region. Department of Social Welfare and Development Region 1 coordinated with the Batak City government to provide emergency assistance to families affected by the July 5 fire at the Batak City Public Market. A super typhoon with Category 5 strength battered the U.S. Pacific territories of Northern Mariana Islands and Guam, with authorities reporting major damage on the island of Rota. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index rose to 0.58% for a fourth straight session, while the peso weakened by 8 centavos to 61.49 pesos against the U.S. dollar. Quezon dominated the 9th Entertainment and Editor's Choice Awards, winning Best Picture and several of the ceremony's top honors. Jasmine Paolini ended Alex Ayala's dream run at Wimbledon Championships with a hard-fought 3-set victory on center court. Today is the 7th of July 2026, Tuesday, and I'm Eliana Lacap bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. The easterlies and the southwest monsoon will bring cloudy skies and scattered rains to parts of the country today. Zamboanga Peninsula, Bar, Mindanao del Norte, and Sultan Kudarat may experience moderate to heavy rains with possible flash floods or landslides. Metro Manila and the rest of the country will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Meanwhile, Pag-asa continues to monitor Super Typhoon Bavi outside the Philippine area of responsibility. As of 2 a.m., it was 2,010 kilometers east of central Luzon and may enter PAR soon. Now for a traffic update. Light traffic is reported at Balintawak Toll Plaza, Mindanao Toll Plaza, Bukawi Toll Plaza, and San Fernando northbound and southbound lanes. All other areas of NLEX, SATX, and NLEX connector, including Toll Plaza that interchanges, are also experiencing light traffic. Now let's move on to this morning's headlines. Senator Rodante Marcoleta was arrested after the Sandigan Bayan denied his motion to suspend the issue of an arrest warrant in his plunder case. Interior Secretary John Vic Remulla said Marcoleta voluntarily appeared before the court to seek legal remedies, but was taken into custody after his motion was rejected. He was later brought to Camp Crame for booking and a medical examination before detention. The case involves allegations that he failed to declare 75 million pesos in campaign donations in his election and asset disclosures. Now, the Senate has elected Senator Francis Chis Escudero as presiding officer of Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment trial in a 12-8 vote after convening as an impeachment court. Escudero said conviction still requires at least 16 votes, stressing that the constitutional threshold remains unchanged, even if some senators are absent. The House prosecution said it will focus on presenting evidence, while the PNP deployed 6,000 personnel and stepped up cybercrime monitoring to secure the proceedings and combat misinformation. The Department of Justice has inaugurated a new multi-purpose facility in Baguio City to support personnel and partner agencies across the Cordillera Administrative Region. The DOJ cottage will serve as official lodging for prosecutors and department staff on regional assignments, while also hosting training, conferences, and other administrative activities. Justice Secretary Frederick Vida said the facility would improve employee welfare, strengthen regional operations, and enhance the delivery of justice services under the government's Bagong Pilipinas agenda. The Department of Social Welfare and Development Region 1 has begun distributing emergency assistance to families affected by the fire that damaged portions of the Batak City public market. Initial assessments identified around 282 affected families, including vendors and workers who rely on the market for their livelihood. Each family received a family food pack, 6 liters of bottled water, and laminated snacks for temporary shelter or salvage belongings. Authorities are continuing to validate the number of beneficiaries and assess the need for additional assistance. The Super Typhoon Bobby, packing up winds up to 290 kilometers per hour, slammed the U.S. Pacific territories of Northern Marianas and Guam on Monday, causing major damage on the island of Rota. The U.S. National Weather Service said the entire island was inside the typhoon's eye as residents ensured destructive winds and heavy rain. Authorities reported flooding, downed communication towers, and widespread structural damage, warning that Rota could remain uninhabitable for weeks due to severe destruction, prolonged power outages, and fallen trees. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index rose to 35.96 points, or 0.58% to 6,223.99 on Monday, extending its winning streak to 4 sessions as bargain hunting and expectations of lower inflation lifted investor sentiment. Trading remained cautious ahead of the June inflation report, with foreign investors posting 491.6 million pesos in net outflows. Banks led the market gains while Ascend Group emerged as the top index performer. Meanwhile, the peso weakened by 8 centavos to 61.49 pesos against the US dollar amid stronger US economic data. Now, the historical epic Quezon emerged as the biggest winner at the 9th Entertainment Editor's Choice Awards, taking home the Best Picture, Best Director for Gerald Tarog, and Best Actor for Jericho Rosales, Best Screenplay, and Best Production Design. Maurice Racal won Best Actress for Sunshine, while Rochelle Pangilinan, Will Ashley, and Rico Blanco earned supporting acting honors. The ceremony also recognized Vice Ganda, Maricel Soriano, Joshua Garcia, Kim Chiu, Paula Avellino, and Richard Gutierrez as box office heroes, with Jan Arcilia, Edgar Mortiz, Rio Locsin, and Janice de Belen receiving the Eddie's Movie Icons Award. Now, Alex Ayala's historic Wimbledon campaign came to an end after a hard-fought 3-set loss to Italy's Jasmine Paolini in the round of 16 on center court. Ayala rallied to force a deciding set, but Paolini's experience and strong serve proved decisive. Despite the loss, the Filipina made history as the first Filipina in the Open era to reach the Wimbledon 4th round, and the second Filipino to make the round of 16 in a Grand Slam singles event, capping a breakthrough run that inspired fans across the country. Now, a quick look at today's horoscope. Today calls for collaboration and meaningful conversations, Virgo. Partnerships and supportive discussions can help move important matters forward. Whether it's with your spouse, a close friend, mentor, client, or business associate, the right conversation can lead to practical solutions. Teamwork and clear communication will bring better results than working alone. Even if some plans need adjusting, patience and steady cooperation will help you end the day on a positive and productive note. Now, Tribune, did you know on July 7th in 1892, 2 defining events reshaped the Philippine history? Jose Rizal's exile to Dapitan was officially announced, while Andres Bonifacio and fellow patriots secretly founded the Katipunan in Tondo, Manila. Rizal's deportation signaled the collapse of hopes for peaceful reform under the Spanish rule. That same night, Bonifacio, Teodoro Plata, Ladislao Diwa, Valentin Diaz, and Deodato Arellano established the Katipunan, pledging through a blood compact to fight for the Philippine independence. The society sought complete separation from Spain through armed revolution while promoting moral discipline and mutual aid. From a small secret group, the Katipunan rapidly expanded and became the driving force behind the Philippine Revolution 4 years later. Now, this morning's viral comes from a TikTok video that has racked up 867,000 views, featuring a guy giving a hilarious review of his fast food order. The clip has netizens laughing with comments like, "Kraming na naman sa pagre-review" and "Ano po score nila?" among other funny reactions. Curious about this review? Let's watch this.
Review ko lang itong binili kong Jollibee. So, pag ano sila? Pag ano, pwede pala.
And that's all for now, mga ka-Tribune. Join us again at 1 o'clock p.m. for more updates. This has been Eliana Lacap for Tribune News on Q.